What up? What up? What's really good, y'all? It's your boy Aaron Bevins, the Millennial Entrepreneur, and today is day 10 of the 90-day challenge, where our goal is to generate $180,000 in 90 days or less. All right. And we're going to do this by negotiating deals live, calling sellers live, and making it happen right here in front of you. All right. So right now, where are we as of today? Today, we are on day 10, and we're currently, Kelly, we're live right now, mamas. Kelly wanted to make a cameo and say what's up to everybody. Say hi. She got chocolate in her face. All right. So today, as of day 10, we are at $150,000. Well, no, I'm lying. The seller yesterday didn't sign yet, but we do have a verbal from him, and he's having his attorney review it. But we did get a verbal yesterday, and so right now we're at $140,000 in projected revenue in 10 days. Incredibly excited about it, and so today we keeps it going. We keeps it going. All right, so $140,000 as of day 10. We're incredibly excited about it. We're not going to waste no time today. I can't wait to engage with you guys. I'm not going to lie. Being consistent and staying on the ball is not always the easiest thing, especially when you're running multiple businesses. You have family to take care of. You have commitments and things like this, but we committed to doing this, and I'm incredibly excited to see the results. I'm super excited to see some of you guys' feedback. We've had thousands of people on these lives consistently. Many of you on replay land. Some of you are saying that you're getting your first contracts while following along. We've gotten so many reports from the field that some of you guys are, and girls and ladies are calling while you're listening to this. And we've had like 2 or 3 people say that they have contracted their first deal. Many people are sharing their, how they're utilizing the script. Who was it? I want to say it was somebody a few days ago. If you watch this, if you're watching this and it was you, I forgot who it was. They said they got the script from us because they requested the script. And so my team sent them the script that I use on these lives. And they utilized it. And they said the next day they got like multiple contracts executed and ratified. And I was like, man, like that's why we do this, y'all. That's why we do this. So I'm super excited to engage with y'all. I'm super excited to make some offers. Who knows what today has in store? But as of day 10, we're currently at $140,000 in projected revenues. So today I'm gonna be running it solo because I don't have my brother Beeves today. And Mo is doing payroll and salary for the whole organization. So he's been doing that for the last couple of days. So it's just going to be me here solo. Unless somebody in the audience wants to come hang with the kid live, let me know. But if not, it's just going to be me. And so if you guys have any questions, engage with me. Even while I'm making calls, feel free to ask me questions. Feel free to make observations. I'm going to be underwriting the deals as well, live in front of you guys. So if y'all have critiques on my numbers, throw out the critique. You know what I mean? That's why we're doing it live. I'm doing it to engage with you. Plus, it makes it so much more enjoyable when y'all engage with me. So I'm not just like talking to myself on the screen here the whole time. So with that said, right after this intro, we're going to make this thing happen. I'm incredibly excited about it. Let's get it, y'all.
We made it, that's facts, ayy. We the greatest, that's facts, ayy. Prices raising, that's facts, ayy. That's right. But we paid it, that's facts, ayy. I did. They hate it, that's facts, ayy. Cause we changing, that's facts, ayy. We did. Can't blame them, that's facts, ayy. Cause we made it, that's facts, ayy. Cherry on top, that's a goat, yeah. Where you been, I wanna know, yeah. Greatest story ever told, yeah. Greatest story ever told, yeah. I know you wanna look good for this. Baby, let me turn you up a bit. You said you made it through hell and back. Give me the scoop, baby, tell the facts. Don't be shy.
Yeah. What's good, everybody? Man, we got so many people already in here. Y'all, it's like y'all are like waiting for these. But that gets me excited. That's actually one of the reasons that makes me want to hop on these calls, because I know y'all are going to be on here with the same energy every single day. And I love it. All right, so I'm pulling up my CRM to make it happen. Today is day 10. All right. It's day 10, baby. All right, so y'all already know the ritual. If you're here with me every single day, all right, you already know how we do this. I'm going to share some value with y'all, but before I do, I got to show some love and we start making some calls. Luis Barahona is on here every single day faithfully. Shout out to my man, Luis. What's up, Christopher Porter? Tayani says, hey, superhumans, what up, what up, what up? Chris Crump, let's go. All right, let's hear them wins. If you don't have a win this week, you're not doing enough. Progress over perfection. I love that mindset. I love that mindset. That sounds like something I would say, Tayani, for sure. And I would even venture to say, if you don't have any wins this week, you know, it's just that you're not thinking hard enough, because there was something that happened this week that was a blessing. There was something that happened to you that was a blessing. And even if you don't think it was a blessing, there was something that happened to you that might be a blessing in disguise. All right. What up, Raheem? What's good, family? Sierra Monique with the fire emojis. All right. Yaya says, where can I get the scripts? Yaya, do me a favor and send me a DM either on IG or on Facebook, and I will send you the scripts, fam. All right. Garrett Sanchez, the slit in his eyebrow means he means business. You hear me? All right. What's up, Los? What up, what up, what up? Man, I get so excited when I see y'all in the comment section. All right, so here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to give some of y'all some more shout-outs right now, but let's go ahead and get to some of this value, and then we're going to hop right in these calls, all right? Like Garrett Sanchez says, I mean business today. I'm trying to get me a contract. Mo told me, by the way, he said, Aaron, I'm not going to be able to make the live. I'm doing payroll organizationally, but he was like, I'm still going to be ready to send your contracts. I said, man, you're a real one, bro. Shout out my brother, Mo. All right. So I know that many of you might be looking at this and saying, Aaron, I'm watching you close these deals live. I'm watching you make it happen. So I believe that these are the highest quality leads that I could be calling. I believe that it's possible to do $140,000 in projected revenue in a week, in less than 2 weeks. So I believe it's possible to do $180,000 in 90 days. However, man, I need something that's tangible for me to be able to achieve. So I got you. All right, you can follow along with us and do the wholesaling superhuman challenge yourself while you follow along during this next 90-day journey that I'm doing live. All right, you can do your own wholesaling superhuman challenge. And what I mean by that is you can generate 6 figures in 12 months or less with predictability. And I'm going to show you how right now. All right. I need for your focus to be on lead generation. This is the foundation of what you are building. All right. If you want to generate 6 figures or more, this is your focus. And then from lead generation, it's going to be acquisitions or upfront sales. All right. And then from acquisitions to dispositions or selling the contracts. Okay. Now, there's behaviors that I want you to obsess over, and I'm going to keep this very simple for you. All right. These are the behaviors. Well, number one, it's I want you generating 5 to 10 offers a day. 5 to 10 offers a day, 6 days a week. Okay. And just to show you, like, you know, this is so realistic if you're taking this business serious. You know, you can get to 5 to 10 offers a day. And if you don't know how to do it, then solve for X by asking yourself how you can, because this is what's going to lead to 2 contracts a month, minimum 2 contracts a month. Now, the reason why it's important for you to make 2 contracts a month, your milestone, is because the average rookie wholesaler with no guidance, just following a good process, can close and fund 50% of the contracts that they execute. So that's 1 closing a month. So that's 12 closings a year. The average deal size is $15,000. And so if you're closing and funding 12 $15,000 deals, That's $180,000 in 12 months minimum. Okay. What's exciting about that is the top 10% income earners in the country as of 2023 are doing about $160,000 or more annually. All right. So I'm sharing this for all of you who are looking at what I'm doing and you're entertained by it. You love it. You're inspired and encouraged, but you might have that limiting belief in your mind that says, man, can I do it? Okay. Well, even if you don't want to set out to generate $180,000 in 90 days, you want to be a little bit more realistic because maybe you've never hit six figures before. Maybe you've never done $150,000 in a year in 12 months or less. Well, this is a beautiful goal to set for yourself that's going to stretch your context, but it's also going to stretch your behaviors and your consistency. And this is the way to do it. All right. With that said, y'all know the ritual. Let's get to it. Let's get to it. All right. I got my Podio up. I got my Propelio up, and we ready to make this thing happen. On IG says, did you close the deal from last night? I didn't get it signed. I didn't get the deal signed from last night, but I will keep y'all posted once he signs. Now he does seem like he's going to, he did respond today, but he hasn't signed yet. He said he would. And he has his attorney reviewing it. So we'll see, but he has not signed yet. He is communicating though. So shout out for Jay the Roofer for asking. Real Estate Jess says, hi, what CRM do you use? I'm currently using Podio. I use Podio and I love it personally. Like it's working really, really good for us. So boom, 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 boom. Yeah. Yo, TikTok Trends compilation says we closing $40,000 in assignments this month, plus acquiring 2 flips at 20 years old. Thank you, Aaron. This is Savion. Oh, my brother Savion, what's good? Man, y'all, I've watched Savion take his business from zero to hero. And now, not only is Savion making major moves in this business, but now he's helping other people do the same thing, and he's motivating people. He's going viral on TikTok. He's a young man who's taking his destiny into his own hands. Bro, I'm so proud of you, Savion. I love it. Garrett says my probate deal gave me an ARV 3845 and a 9mm for free this week. Big win. My probate deal gave me an AR 3845 and 9mm for free this week. Oh, that's hilarious. That's crazy. This is one of the cool things about real estate, y'all. So many, like, you meet crazy people, and there's so many experiences that come from I guess Garrett in his. I wish you would expound on this and tell the story so I can read it. That's actually dope. He got an AR, a 38, a 45, and a 9mm for free. I guess you found it at the house. That's pretty cool. I love it. Luis says, I made an offer to an agent today, but got countered. All right, so are you going to be able to lock it in? What's good, Jermaine? My brother John says, been on the phone for 7 hours, got 56 contacts today. Good Lord, my man is hungry. And I love to hear. Okay, all right, let's get to these calls. Man. All right, I'm on to it. Let's get it.
Hello.
Hey, Mr. Molina.
Yeah. Yes.
Hey, yes, sir. This is Aaron. You spoke with one of my agents recently about the property there on Seven Pines.
Okay.
Yes, sir. And I just wanted to call and introduce myself because I'll be the one making you an offer if you have a few minutes to talk.
Yes, sir.
Okay, awesome. Well, I'll keep it very brief. And did I pronounce your last name correctly? Molina? Milliner. Okay. Thank you for that. I appreciate it, Mr. Milliner. And so I'll be very brief on this call. Normally how these calls go is I'll just have a couple questions for you about the property because I haven't seen the inside of it. and you might have some for me too, which is totally fine, especially if we're going to do business. And then we'll see if the property qualifies for a cash offer. And if it seems like we're a good fit, then I'll draw up a purchase agreement for us to review together before moving forward. Is that fair?
Sounds like a plan.
I love it. I love it. So I'm pulling it up right now, and as I look at it, it looks like this is it's a condo, correct?
Correct.
Okay. Okay. Lovely. Lovely. And I mean, it looks like it's in a nice little condominium. What makes you want to sell the property?
No reason. I just entertaining. If you got something to say, you know, I'll sell it. I mean, it's vacant. Rented it, and it just became vacant. And y'all talking. Excuse me, because I'm getting a lot of these little offers or play like offers. And
Sure.
I'll talk. You know, we'll entertain it if it's something entertaining.
Sure, makes sense. And
Sense?
yes, sir. And I won't waste your time either. And so I appreciate you even considering the offer. You said it's vacant right now?
Correct.
Okay, got you. I'm just pulling it up right now. And so just so you have an idea on how we operate, Mr. Milliner, we typically buy properties in as-is condition, and we can pay all the closing costs for you, and you don't have to pay any realtor commission. So, I mean, for an offer like that, what price range would you need to be in if we could move fast and just make this the easiest transaction for you?
200,000. You can have it. We go from there.
200?
Yes.
All right. Okay. And once we agree on a price, how soon are you ready to move forward?
When did y'all, agree?
Okay. I love it. And are you the sole decision maker, or is there somebody that you'll need to consult before moving forward?
Who did you call and ask about it?
You?
There you go.
Well, all right. Okay. Well, it looks like I have all the information I need in order to see if the property qualifies for what we're looking for. I'm going to place you on a brief hold, and I'm going to come right back and see if I can get a cash approval for you, Mr. Milliner. I'll be right back.
Yeah, man.
Yes, sir. One moment. All right. People be testing your whole Christianity, bro. All right. So let's get to it. So here's what I'm seeing, y'all. It looks like it's in really good condition. Let me share the screen. He wants $200,000 for the property. This is the condominium that it's in. It looks like our subject property is, let me just, so it looks like our subject property is a 1-1. This is the inside of it. Looks like it's in great condition. Let me just confirm that it's 625 square foot. Mr. Milliner, I want to make sure that I have an offer down to the penny for you. It looks like this property is it 625 square foot? Is that, and it's a 1-bedroom, 1-bath, correct?
Correct.
Okay, just wanted to make sure. Okay, one moment. All right, so this is what our property looks like. Now, it looks like the other properties in the area. Boom. Boom, 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 boom. Man, these sold a long time ago. I'm looking at, hold on, let me go back. Oh, snap. Bruh. Hold on one second, y'all. Bro. Hold on one second, y'all. Oh, why isn't it letting me in? Okay. All right. All right, so it looks like, here, let me share the screen again. So I see value 243, 245. All right, but this one's a little bit bigger than ours. 980 square feet, 700 square feet, value 254. I'm looking for my ARVs. All right. All right, so it's not letting me look at any like actual comparables. It's just giving me these right here for estimations. All right, he says he wants 200. I'm gonna conservatively call it just sold 18 days ago, 29.55 7 Pines. How much did that sell for? Because I'm looking at this over here. Oh, I see this one is sold for 188. Yeah, I don't know. Oh, I see. This one sold for 192. This one sold for 192, 184. Yeah, I think he's asking too much, yo. I think it could sell for 184. He just hung up on me. 184. So if we could sell this on MLS, yeah, what I'm thinking is he obviously doesn't sound very motivated. I'm still going to call him back because I believe everybody should get an offer. So, I mean, we can be at like 150. So I don't think that he's going to be interested, but because I believe that everybody should get an offer, I'm calling him back and I'm giving him an offer. And so let's see what's up.
Please leave your message for 4.
Cherry on top, that's a go, yeah. All right, let's see what Mr. Milliner has to say with my $150,000 offer. Hey, Mr. Milliner.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. What's up?
Sorry about that. I think we got disconnected. So it looks like we can pay all the closing costs as I have mentioned, and we would be at about $150,000 for the property if you would be willing to work with us on that.
No, thank you. But appreciate the offer anyway. Have a good one.
No problem. You too. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and mark that one down. So that one looks like didn't really seem very motivated. But we got our first offer in the first few minutes. So I'm gonna update the CRM that says made offer at 150. As is properties similar, selling for 188. So 150 would have been our novation offer. Did y'all see how I ran the numbers on that? So what that looked like is 188 is what I saw. Shout out my brother Herman though, because I couldn't find anything on Zillow. I'm sorry, I couldn't find anything on PropStream, and then I went on Zillow and I could see what was selling in the area really quick. So 188 is what similar properties are selling for in similar condition to his. So what I did was I just multiplied it by 0.9, right? And what does that do? That takes off 10% off the top for realtor fees, seller's concessions, things like this. And that tells me that my net sales price would be 169.2. And then I said, well, I could offer 150, which would have been like a $20,000 deal just about. And the reason why I went straight for a novation and not a cash offer is because I couldn't sense any motivation with this man. You know what I mean? And so I already knew, let's just go ahead and give him a novation offer because it's going to be significantly higher. All right. Don says Aaron Bevins, one man army today. You already know the vibes. All right. So I updated. Who did? Okay, bet. All right. So All right. All right. All right. All right. All right, Moses, send me the lead. I need the information. All right, somebody's gonna send me a lead so that I can call it here. I'm down. Okay. So y'all will always hear me say this. No matter what, always update your CRM, update your notes whenever you're on these calls, or whenever you wrap up the calls, because you're not gonna remember what happened. In this case, I'm gonna say no offer, made the offer, was rejected. And so I'm going to put here not interested. All right, on to the next. All right, I want a contract. Now, here's another thing. I know some of you disagree with what I'm saying in regards to just make the offer because of situations like that, where you kind of can tell that the person is not interested in selling. And so, you know, in that case, many of you may not have even called them back. But here's my philosophy. If we paid for the lead came in, he expressed interest in selling, then while you have him there and you have his attention and it's fresh on their mind, go ahead and make the offer. And the reason why is because y'all saw this happen last week, where there was a gentleman who was asking $3 million for his property. We came back and offered him 1.4 because we saw that at 1.4 it could be like a $50,000 to almost $100,000 assignment fee. And the gentleman, we got a verbal acceptance, and he's now looking at the offer, and he said that he's going to sign it. And so, you know, that could potentially be an $80,000 assignment fee. Now, we're not even counting that one in our projected revenue though, but because you know, I don't want to sound like I'm capping up here. All right. So but yeah, always make the offer no matter what. All right, I got a lead from the field. Somebody just hit me up. Somebody on Twitch said, Drake, drop down and give me 50. All right. Bopty says, is that deal playing out the 1.4? He hasn't signed yet. All right. He hasn't signed yet, but we will see. We will definitely see. All right, let's call this next one right here in Cali. See what they're talking about in Fresno. Actually, I think we got another lead. All right. All right, here we go. Tayani, I got your lead, but I need the name and the number and everything. Wait, are y'all sending me the same information? Tayani, did you send the address and Aaron sent me Moses sent me the number? Can y'all explain that to me? Because I don't understand. Christian says, how long do you give them to sign? Listen, I try to get the contract on the same day, and every time I talk to them, I'm trying to get a contract. You know what I'm saying? Now, I will say this, on average, and I know RJ Bates might take offense to this because, you know, for whatever reason, but on average, we see the average contract only executes after 8 to 15 touches on average, and we actually track that. You know what I'm saying? So you know, that's just something to keep in mind. All right, well, I need the address. I need the address then. Send me the address, Moses. And Tayani, I need the name and number of the seller, otherwise I can't call the lead. All right, let's get to the next one. Come on, I'm trying to get a contract today. Let's get to it. Jesus says, what type of leads you call in? These are cold call leads. Nicholas, I got you, bro. I got you, fam. My boy Nicholas Contreras. My man he's 20 years old. He's in the superhuman family. He's 20 years old, and he's averaging in the last 6 months $41,000 a month, y'all. We're about to take my man to 6 figures a month, though. For those of you just tuning in, today is day 9. I'm sorry, today is day 10 of the 180K in 90-day challenge. We're currently at $140,000 in projected revenue, and we're only on day 10. So you know what that means? That means we are looking to exceed the goal and go crazy. All right, so y'all already know the name of the game. When they don't answer the first time, you double tap. So we're going to call him back. Call him back. Back.
Hello?
Hey, is Mr. Henry there?
Hello?
Hello, Gucho.
Yes.
Hey, this is Aaron. You had talked, yes, sir. You had talked to one of my agents some time ago about the property there on Saginaw Way.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yes, sir. I just wanted to call and introduce myself because I'll be the one making you an offer if you have a couple minutes to talk.
Yep.
Okay, awesome. Well, I'll be very brief. I know I just wanted to call before I left the office today, and normally how these calls go is I'll just have a couple questions for you, and you might have some for me too, especially if we're going to do business together. And then we'll see if the property qualifies for a cash offer. And if it seems like we're a good fit, then usually I'll draw up a purchase agreement for us to review before moving forward. Is that fair?
Okay.
Awesome. I am pulling the lead up right now, and it looks like it's in a pretty good area. What makes you want to sell the property?
I guess your agent or buddy called first, so yeah, if it's I told them what I want, and if it's not, if you guys can't do that, then I'll call back.
Sure. Completely understood. And I have here in my notes that you're asking 350,000.
Correct.
Okay, got it. All right, lovely. And so just so you have an idea on how we operate, Mr. Henry, we typically buy properties in as is condition, so we wouldn't ask you for any concessions or anything like that. We can pay
Everything brand new inside. Everything. New floors throughout. Bathrooms are all redone. Kitchen, cabinets, everything was redone, repainted, inside, outside. So yeah, I don't have any issues with that.
Lovely. Are you currently living there, or is it vacant?
It's rented right now.
Oh, okay. Now, is it month to month, or is there a lease?
No, it's month to month.
Okay, got it. And let's say I wanted to keep the tenants in there whenever I purchase it. How much are they currently paying right now in rent?
Close to 2,000.
Okay. That's not too bad. And in the case of us wanting the property vacant, do you think it'll be a hassle to get them out, or
Well, you tell me. You're the expert.
Okay.
I'm gonna give them at least a couple of months or a month.
Sure.
60 days.
Sure. Yeah, absolutely. We wouldn't want to inconvenience them too much. So that's reasonable. All right. And so we can pay all the closing costs. There's no need for realtor fees or commissions. We'll be the ones closing on the property. So just to kind of give you an idea on how we operate. And once we agree on a price, how soon would y'all be ready to move forward?
Okay, so like I said, I want 350, and that's the bottom line. If you can't meet it, then let's not go forward.
Sure. What I was saying is, once we agree on a price, how soon would y'all be ready to move forward?
Well, if you meet my price of 350, we can go whatever you want.
Got you. Okay. So you're ready to rock and roll. I love it. I love it. All right. Well, it looks like I have all the information I need in order to see if the property qualifies for what we're looking for. I'm going to place you on a brief hold and see if the property qualifies for a cash offer. I will be right back.
Okay.
One moment. All right. Let's run these numbers one time for the one time. All right. We getting people answering today. We got some action today, fam. Let's go. All right. All right. So I am looking up the address right now.
Hello.
Let's run it. Let's run it. All right. So boom. All right. So he's asking 300 for the property, yo. Something tells me this is probably not going to be a deal. Well, I don't know. The estimated value it says is 366. Let's look at comparables in nearby listings. So ours is a 325, 1497 square foot, built in 92. So let's see what we talking about. Boom, 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 boom. Built in 1992, 1497. All right, I see a 332. Boom, boom. Dang. Yeah. He's already asking too much. He's already asking too much. All right, so he wants 350. Yeah, this isn't like this guy is not motivated. Yeah. He's asking 350. I mean, I think.
So what about the garden for rides? What about the animals?
Yeah, based on the numbers, bro, I can already tell. Like, look at these numbers. Oh wait, snap! I'm looking at the wrong thing. My bad. Okay, let's see here. Oh.
I think one, and two.
Hey, Mr. Henry.
I got time. Just open that, okay? Yeah.
Oh, Mr. Henry, I wasn't rushing you. What I was going to tell you is that I didn't forget about you. I'm almost finished running the numbers, and I'm going to be right back, okay?
Okay, sounds good.
Yes, sir. Okay, I just want to buy more time. So I was looking at the wrong thing. Okay, so here's what I'm seeing. Ours is 1497, 1992. 1497, 1992. Okay, so these 1497.
Yeah.
1497, 1992.
You want to know what's the level?
All right, this one's a little bit too big. This one's right there, but it's 335.
I need to get this medicine.
1600, 339, 345, 353. All right, I'm looking for my ARV.
Okay, let's see. Okay, so the
350 for a small one. 350, 362. All right, so here's this looks like a good comp. 1980, 362.
Before breakfast.
Okay, so you only take one.
I don't take one.
Okay, and then which is the other one?
I take the Robusta, which is.
All right, so this is probably my highest comp. It's this one right here. It's 1559, and it was on a much smaller lot than ours. It sold in 66 days for 353. All right, he wants 300. Let's see what this looked like. It looked like it looks like this was in pretty much as is condition. So this is not a full rehab. And he says that everything in his is in as is condition. So what this tells me is we can probably on a novation. This one we can and it's smaller than ours, and it sold for $350. So, but it had a bigger lot. So I'm gonna say, and look, it sold in 34 days, y'all. Smaller than ours, less bathrooms than ours, same bedroom count as ours. As is, sold for $350 on the market. So let's run our numbers. Let's say conservatively it can sell for $340 times 0.9. Dang, it's like a $6,000 novation, and that seems like it's a little bit too tight for me. So man, I'm gonna see if I can get them at. Can I get them at? $290. I'm gonna see if I can get them at $290. Hey, Mr. Henry.
Yes.
Okay, so are you available now, or do you need a couple more minutes?
Give me a few more minutes, okay?
No problem, no problem. Let me know when you're ready. All right, so that gives us more time anyway. So, yeah, I'm thinking this one we could easily novate it for $3. You know what I'm thinking too? Hold up though. If we novate it, look, I like to be conservative and taking 10% off. What if we say $340 just to be conservative? Okay. And hear me out, y'all. What if we did $340 and we did a flat fee listing, no seller's concession, so we don't take 10% off, we take 6% off. So $340 times 94%, that's $319, bro. So let me explain my numbers. So we have a property that sold as is that was smaller than ours, same bed count, less bathrooms than ours, a little bit of a bigger lot size, and it sold as is for $350. Okay, in 34 days.
I'm sorry.
Whereas ours is bigger and everything is brand new.
So I'm sorry. So tomorrow I'm going to start the Ozemna.
Well, he said that everything is updated. Now he's got tenants in there, which makes me feel like, I don't know, you know, we'd have to. It might be a little bit shaky in terms of the condition. So, but this could be a $20,000 deal. All right, y'all saw me run my numbers and run my novation numbers. What do you think? What would you offer on this, and why? Oh, he wants $350. Am I tripping? Oh yeah, never mind. He said he wants $350. Dang it. I don't know why I thought $300.
I went in to get a back, and I think back then it was like 132. I think.
Yeah. He actually says he wants $350. I think I got too excited.
No, I'm gonna check my.
All right, he's still on the phone. All right, so I don't know about this one. Actually, so here's the thing. I think that we could sell it for what he's asking. which means my offer needs to be $300. So I don't know. I don't think this guy's gonna be about it, y'all, but we gotta make the offer. We always make the offer, fam.
Are you there?
Yes, sir. I'm still here, Mr. Henry.
Sorry, I had my doctor on the phone.
No worries at all. So I did get a cash approval on the property, and like I had mentioned, there's no realtor fees, no commissions or anything, and we could pay all the closing costs, and we would be around the $300,000 range.
Okay. Okay, so you're not within like my range, then, right?
I wouldn't be able to do 350, no, sir.
Okay, then we're done.
All right. You have a blessed day, my friend.
Thank you.
Yes, sir. Bye. All right. So let's update our leads on them. It was wishful thinking. I was like, I don't know why in my mind, I was like, he wanted 300. All right. So let's update our CRM. Offered seller 300K. As is properties selling for 350. Seller not interested. So what do we do in situations like this where, you know, the seller's not interested? They did raise their hand and say that they're interested in selling. If you were to give us our price, in this case, they get put in a long-term follow-up. So I'm marking it as not interested, but we wouldn't follow up short-term on that lead because why? All right. He's definitely not motivated. And then we're going to move on to the next lead. So I love the fact that you guys get to see this live because, you know, whenever we're holding accountability with the community, oftentimes we'll, you know, whenever you talk to your acquisitions people, or sometimes when you talk to rookie wholesalers, you know, oftentimes people will make excuses for why they're not locking up deals or why they're not doing business. And they'll say, well, the leads are not good. And it's like, what do you mean the leads are not good? Yeah, everybody wants retail. And it's like, no, that's their job. That's their job to want retail. Even the leads that come in, even as high quality of leads as we're generating, the reality is there's always going to be a lead to contract ratio. There's a lead to contract ratio. And what that means is that not every lead is going to contract, right? And so you just got to keep it moving. Now, we're not going to add that to our follow-up. We're not going to add that to our short-term follow-up, but we will add it to a long-term follow-up. All right. On to the next. Let's get it. All right. So we got here Guillermo Rubio. Oh, wait, here we go. All right, hold on one second. On to the next one. Let's get it, y'all. Send me good vibes. I'm trying to lock up a contract. So far, everybody's answered the phone, though.
This is Joe Kochel from Complete Handyman Service. Your message is very important to me. Please leave a brief description of what you need done and your phone number, and I will return your call as soon as available.
All right. Y'all know the name of the game. If they don't answer, you got to hit them with that double tap.
This is Joe Kochel from Complete Handyman Service.
This is Zach Sedino says, sounds like he's a type 2 diabetic. Bruh, I was trying not to get distracted by the conversation that he was having while he was on the phone. He's delusional if he wants 350. Yeah, for sure. I mean, it's not that he's delusional. He's asking retail. So, I mean, he's asking for what the property's worth. So, look, that's their job. That's their job, is to ask for retail. Our job is to search for the ones who are willing to work with us. Alex says, is it worth asking him, how did you get that number, and try to lower his expect? And try to lower his expectations. I think it would have been worth it to ask that, but I didn't sense any motivation with him at all. Because I had already asked him why he wants to sell, and he's like, I don't really want to. He said, I don't really want to. I'm y'all are calling, you know what I mean? Hey, Joe, this is Aaron. I was just calling about the property there on Zenith Drive. Just wanted to see if you were interested in selling. If so, definitely feel free to call me back. My number. All right, so we just left him a voicemail, and now we're going to send him a text message. I was just following up to see if you were still interested in selling your property. All right, Jose said, David Bell says, does he have any other properties that he might be interested in selling? And I should have asked him that. David. I should have asked him. I honestly thought that he was going to hang up right after he said that by his tone, and that's why I didn't. But I should have. You checked me on that, David. Good point. Jose says, what CRM are you using? We're using Podio. And what phone system? Normally, my team, whenever they're calling, they use smartphone, and it's integrated with our Podio, and it makes it real easy. All right. But for the sake of this live, I'm just calling from my personal cell phone. All right. Zach says, may Bebo be with you. Facts, though. May Bebo be with you. We need to start saying that when we know that somebody's in the field, in the trenches, we need to ask them, may Bebo. We need to tell them, may Bebo be with you. All right, let's get to our next dial. Come on, man. Send me vibes, bro. Send me vibes. Okay. All right. Let's go. I'm dialing it. I want a contract, man. I need a contract. I'm so grateful for getting a contract today. That's right, David. 3 dials, 1 text, 1 voicemail. Why? Why do we do that? Because this is a touch sport. What do we say? It's a contact sport. The more times you touch the seller, the closer you get to them. The higher propensity you have for them to respond to you. So they know that you're a real person. Zach Cedino says, if I forget to ask if they have other properties, I will plug their address into PropWire after the call, and it will show you the entire portfolio they have. Nugget right there. See, this is why I like to mastermind with the superhumans. This is why I like to mastermind with the superhumans, bro. All right. Somebody says, Himothy Bebo shirts for sale. Bruh, for real. All right, I'm a double tap. Oh, this is the triple tap. Zach Cedino says, you want a contract, but you don't need it. All right. I want a contract. I'm attracting a contract to me as we speak. Hey, is Refugio there? Thank you.
Neighbors.
Oh, okay. Okay, no problem. Can I call back in a few minutes, or when would be the best time to call him back?
Oh, I don't know. They're having a couple of beers up there. I didn't notice. Help you with?
Well, I was calling about the property on Terrace Way, and I just wanted he had talked to one of my agents about it, and I was going to call him and introduce myself, since I'll be the one making an offer.
What's your offer looking like?
Well, I'm not sure yet. I wanted to ask a couple questions about the property. That way I can get him an offer over the phone right now.
Mm-hmm. He wants $240 for it.
He wants $240? Okay. All right. Well, I can definitely get an offer right now. Can you answer a few questions for me, and then I can get you an offer?
Sure.
I'm imagining your here's one.
I'm sorry. Hold on, he just walked in.
Okay, perfect.
Hello.
Hey, Refugio. It's Aaron. I was calling about the property on Terrace Way. I'm gonna be the one making you an offer on it, and I just wanted to call to introduce myself because you talked to one of my agents some time ago.
I talked to one of your agents.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
And so you got a couple minutes?
Sorry.
Do you have a couple minutes? Okay, perfect. Well, I'll be brief. And normally how these calls go is I'll just have a couple questions for you about the property, and you might have some for me too. And then we'll see if the property qualifies for a cash offer. And if it seems like we're a good fit, then I'll draw up a purchase agreement for us to review before moving forward. Is that fair?
Okay.
All right, awesome, awesome. So I'm pulling it up right now. What makes you want to sell the property?
What makes you want to sell it?
Yes, sir.
It doesn't matter if I sell it or not.
Got you.
I'm happy with the property. It's being rented for a good price, and I just I'm 78 and I'm trying to deplete some of these properties.
Got you. Got you. Okay, completely understood. And so let's say I purchased it from you. Would you is the tenant on a lease or are they month to month?
Month to month.
Okay, perfect. All right. And just so you have an idea on how we operate, I typically buy the properties in as-is condition, Mr. Refugio, and I can pay all the closing costs, and you don't have to worry about any realtor fees or commissions like that.
Okay.
So for a price, for an offer like that, what price range did you need to be in if we could move fast?
I was looking at 245.
Okay, got you. 245. And in regards to the condition, will I need to fix up any of the major things in the house, like the roof or the HVAC or the foundation?
No.
Okay, lovely. And it sounds like if you can get that price, you're ready to move forward right away.
I just have to notify my tenant.
Okay, lovely. Perfect. Well, it seems like I have all the information I need to see if the property qualifies for what we're looking for, Mr. Refugio. I'm going to place you on a brief hold and see if we can get you a cash approval. I'm going to be right back, okay? One moment. All right. I didn't ask him if he was the only decision maker, and the reason why is because when I talked to his wife, she immediately yielded to what he yielded to him. She did say that she would be willing to answer questions, but it seems like he's the authority. So I'm just going to go based off of that. And so let's run these numbers. All right, I'm plugging it in right now. All right, he wants 245. And right off the bat, I see average comps at 180. Bruh. He wants 245. Okay, ours is let's break this down. Ours is a 894 square foot. Let me just make sure. Mr. Refugio, just to be clear, I want to make sure that I'm accurate here. Our property is an 894 square foot.
That's the house. Yeah.
Okay, gotcha.
The lot is bigger. It's in a detached 2-car garage.
Lovely. Okay, awesome. And it's 2 bedrooms and 1 bathroom, correct?
That's correct.
Okay, lovely. 1 moment. I'm gonna come right back in just a bit. And you said you were asking 245 for the property?
That's right.
Okay, 1 moment, please. All right, so let's see what we're talking about. Our property is 800. Our property is 894 square feet. Let me share the screen with y'all so y'all can see what I'm looking at. Ours is 894 square feet. So immediately I'm seeing some comps here. 274. I see one here for 277. That's a perfect comp. Just about 277. And that's just like our only comp. So let's see what condition this one sold in at 274. All right, 274. Tell me it was as is, please. Look at this, as is. It sold for 274. Okay, so that means we stand a chance. So you're telling me there's a chance. All right, so 274. All right, I'm just going to take 6% off, bro, because this is California and we can do a flat listing. All right, bro, our net sales price on this one is $257. Let's go. Let's go. All right, 257. So we got somebody, y'all. We got somebody. I was starting to get a little nervous. No, Zach. Look. Zach, this one is smaller than ours, and it sold for 277, bro. It sold for 277 and smaller than ours. It's a perfect comp. So 277, and I'm just gonna take 6% off, bro, because that's the realtor fees. And even then, I'm gonna be conservative by doing a flat listing, bro. So I'm taking 6% off. That says a net sales price of like 257, 260. He wants 245. That's 15K. I'm gonna see if I can get him at, let's see, 235. All right, that's 25,000. 235, bro. Tell me I'm tripping. Like these numbers seem very clear to me. 235. Hey, Refugio. Okay, so I have good news. I was able to get the property qualified for a cash offer, and as I had mentioned, we can pay all the closing costs. We can there's no realtor fees or anything like that, and we could be at $235,000 and make this the easiest transaction ever if you're willing to work with us.
I'm stuck on 245. If you get 245, we're in. If not, thank you for calling.
Understood. And let me ask you this. Let's say we could do the 245 because I don't want to lose the deal over nickel and diamond. Let me ask you this. If we could, and I can't guarantee that, but if we could, would we be able to move forward with the purchase agreement today?
We could, yeah. 245. I just picked up this month's rent, and so he'll need to stay through May, and then he's going to look for another place. He had told me before, because I had mentioned to him, I said, you know what, it's getting up in age, and I'm thinking of depleting something. I had to offer it to him, but he's looking to move out of state.
Yes, sir. Understood. Okay. Well, let me bear with me. I'm going to be right back. Let me see if I can make something crack for you, and I'm going to come right back, okay? All right, so why do I do that? Why not just accept it right there if I know that I can give him his price right now and it'll be a $15,000 deal? I don't know, because, people play back in their mind conversations that they have, and sometimes, they might feel like, I don't know, he changed his mind a little too quickly. And I've had people, actually, that happened to me yesterday with the Atlanta deal. I think I sounded a little bit too thirsty, and so it seemed like he was getting more aggressive the more thirsty I became, and the more I was trying to get the deal. He kind of sensed like he could sense that he had power over me. I don't know if y'all sensed that, those of you who watched it yesterday. So, I'm just placing him on hold that way. I already know I could give him his price. So let's run these numbers again. 277 for a smaller property as is in the same subdivision. What we're going to do is a flat fee listing on the MLS, meaning as opposed to listing with an agent and having to pay the listing agent, we're just going to do a flat fee listing for about $500 and only have to pay the back end. So I'm taking 6% off and of the as is value, because that property sold in 34 days. And so that puts me conservatively at times 0.94. 260 is what we can sell the property at, and he's asking 245, which tells me this is a $15,000 deal. And as of right now, I'm gonna be real with y'all. I just need a contract, bro. I want a contract. I want a contract. All right, let's come back. Hey, Mr. Refugio. All right, I have good news. I was able to make this work for you, and we can do $245,000 so long as you're ready to move forward today. All I need from you is the best email for you, and we can go ahead and drop the purchase agreement.
Okay, let me, you know.
I am, yes, sir. I'm half.
Well, you know how if we don't notify our wives, there's hell to pay. So let me tell my wife what I'm doing.
I'll be whatever you want.
Let me get your number and everything, and I'll call you back.
Okay, sounds good. And will you? Should I expect a call back today? Because I'm in front of my computer right now.
Oh, actually, it'll probably be this weekend.
Okay. Is there? I mean, I talked to your wife before I talked to you, and she said she was actually asking. She was thinking you were asking less.
I was doing what?
I talked to your wife before I talked to you before you came in. I don't mind staying at the office a little bit later if we can make something happen right now.
Well, let me discuss it with you. Give me your name and phone number.
Okay, my name is Aaron Bevins.
ARROAARON.
It's actually EARON.
Oh, you're not alone. Aaron, what's the last name?
I'm an Eron. Last name is Bevins. That's BEVANS.
BEZANS. Or Z?
It's B as in Bravo, E, V as in Victor, A, N as in Nancy, S as in Sam.
Okay. Your phone number. Area code.
It is. Are you ready?
Yeah. I'll call you Saturday.
Okay, and what?
Are you available Saturday or you're off the weekends?
No. I work on the weekends. We can definitely talk then. I just have one question for you before we hop up. I'm just a little confused because you said that if I could give you that price, you'd be ready to move forward today.
Well, yeah, I'm ready to move forward today, but I'm still kind of discussing. We're going to move with it. Don't worry about that part of it. But I don't want to do this and then catch hell later saying, oh, so you're single now, right? Decisions by yourself. It's something that I think she also could be looking forward to getting rid of it also.
Understood.
We're thinking of, like I said, it's not so much that we have problems with tenants. My tenant's been with me for I think 10, 12 years already. And he's a good tenant. He takes care of the property, and he does all the maintenance and repair. In fact, he's thinking right now of putting a sprinkler system, changing it out. It's got a sprinkler system, but he doesn't like the way it works, so he's going to change it up. He does the work, the expenses, and doesn't charge me a dime. So
Sure.
I'm pretty happy with it.
Sure. Makes sense. And let me ask you this: if I could give you proof of funds so that you know that we're the real deal, and we put a solid earnest money deposit, and I were to send over a purchase agreement to review right now, would it be worth it to talk to your wife right now before we hop off the phone?
No, it wouldn't.
Okay, understood. Understood. And the last thing, I appreciate you just hopping on the call with me, and hopefully I can earn your business. You know, normally at this point in the call, most of the sellers that we do business with, they know whether or not they move forward with us. Is the answer really just no, or do you want to do the deal with me?
I want to do the deal.
Okay. Okay.
The answer is not. I mean, it would have to be something out of the ordinary for it to be no.
Understood. Understood. Okay. Well, sounds good. And let me ask you this: if I don't hear back from you, when should I call you on Saturday?
Probably Saturday afternoon.
Saturday afternoon after 12 p.m.
1 o'clock would be great.
I'll make a note of that, and I appreciate you talking with me, Mr. Refugio. You have a blessed day.
You too. Thank you.
Okay, bye. Man, bro. My pride be kicking in sometimes. Well, we got a verbal. So on this, I'm hyped about a verbal. I'm not gonna lie, but I really wanted a contract, especially after Joey Bebo's live yesterday. So I'm gonna go ahead and update this in the notes. Here's the beautiful thing about this. So Dominic asked a good question. He says, "Do you let the seller know that you're putting the property on the MLS when you do a novation?" On the paperwork, it does disclose that we will be putting it, that we will limit. We don't limit the marketing of our interests to offline, but also online. And then the attorney, in fact, does disclose that it will be on the MLS. All right. So yes, we do let them know that it could be placed on the MLS. All right. And typically they don't have an issue with it because our cash offers would have been lower, and our higher offers are framed around, our higher offers are framed around exactly that. They're framed around our cash offers are simple and easy and quicker, and our higher offers will need an attorney, in fact, place on the MLS, so that in the case of us not being able to find funding partners offline, we take it online so that we can get you the price that you're asking in the amount of time that you're asking. So it's a relatively easy conversation. All right. Mo says, "Let me know and I'll send the contract." Mo, we should still send the contract on this one for sure. We should still send the contract. So here's what's beautiful about it. I'm just being spoiled while I'm not celebrating, but the reality is, in any given situation, that was actually a very, very textbook call. All right. We qualified. We found out what the seller wanted. He wants 245. He wasn't willing to budge on it. I tried to get him lower. He's like, I'm stuck on my number. And if that's not the number, then you can have a nice day. Completely understood. We already knew we could sell it for 265. Novation net sales price for 265. That's a $15,000 deal. If we can agree to this price, can we move forward right now? He says no. We do whatever we can to scratch and claw and get him to move forward. He's not going. Totally fine. So what we do in that case, y'all, I always try to flush out the maybe to make sure that we're not going to be wasting our time calling a seller who's just going to be ghosting us. So what I do is I let them know. Most of the time, sellers that we talk to, by now, they know whether or not they're going to do business with us. Oh my God, this is the most beautiful play I have ever seen in my life. Bruh, Cece, you are literally a gift from God. Cece just gave me the most beautiful looking play right now, y'all. Shout out Cece, fam. So to flush out maybe, and to make sure we're not following up on a seller who's just going to ghost us, who doesn't want to do business, we give them an out. All right. And what that looks like is we say something like, most of the time, at this point in the conversation, most sellers we do business with, they know whether or not they're going to do, they know whether or not they want to work with us. Is the answer really just no? Or do you want to do with the deal with me? You're not going to hurt my feelings. Now, one of two things is going to happen when we do that. Number one, the seller is going to say, well, actually, yeah, this is not going to work, right? And in that case, we find out why. Is it the price? Is it something I said? Is it you just weren't really motivated at all? What's the situation? And then you can go from there. Go from no. But if the person says, no, I do want to do the business with you, and they reiterate the reason why they're not moving forward right now, then chances are you have a good follow-up that you can that you can bank on. It's not guaranteed because they haven't signed yet, but we are going to call that a verbal and a very, very good one. All right, so I'm going to plug this into my notes. Give me y'all's feedback. What do y'all think about that call? What do y'all think I could have done better? What do you think? What did you observe that you liked about it? Let me know. I want to know your thoughts because I'm actually really excited about that. That's a potential 15K. Stop playing with them. All right, so let's go ahead and update this. Talked with seller. We can sell property novation at 260. This is a 15K profit deal. Seller says follow up on Saturday. So y'all remember the rule of thumb, right? If the seller asks us to follow up on Saturday, when do we actually follow up? All right. I'm following up tomorrow. I'm calling them tomorrow. Now, here's the reasoning behind it. The reasoning behind it is I just want to stay top of mind. And it doesn't mean that I'm calling them to pester them. Hey, you ready to sell? I'm just going to call to stay top of mind. I'm usually going to follow up by asking a question about the property, something like, Mr. Refugio, we had talked yesterday, and I just wanted to follow up. And I wanted to just make sure of one thing. You had mentioned that you were willing to move forward tomorrow, right? Or should I get the paperwork started today? And then what might happen is he might say, well, you know what? Go ahead and send it over right now. We end up getting the contract. But for whatever, in whatever case, I get to stay top of mind and I get my follow-up in, right? So whatever time frame the seller says to follow up in, I follow up in half, right? Because how many times have you guys been followed up with the seller when they told you to follow up with them, and by the time you followed up with them, because you listened to the seller, they said, oh, I'm so sorry, I contracted that property already. Listen, it's happened way too many times. So I'm setting in my follow-up right now in the CRM tomorrow. We calling Mr. Refugio tomorrow. I put all of my notes right in here. And I'm not going to lie, y'all, for all intents and purposes. Boom, I updated it. For all intents and purposes, I actually feel really good about that deal. I'm going to mark that one as hot because he accepted the offer. I'm going to say here, offer accepted. And I'm going to push it to the offer app, meaning it's going to be ready for a contract. All right. Also on the offer type, I'm going to put novation. The seller type, I'm going to put he is easygoing. And the source was a cold call lead from SVA. Now, here's what's dope about it, y'all. This is what I mean when I say calling the highest quality leads is the biggest game changer when it comes to making money in this business. Because look, just today, here, let's do the math. Just today, we've called what? 4 sellers and got a $15,000 verbal agreement on one, right? So if we counted that amongst our capture revenue, that already would put us at, I want to get that contract first, but that would put us at $165,000 in projected revenue in what? By Saturday, that in less than 2 weeks. And we set the goal of hitting $180,000 in 90 days. Stop playing, bro. Stop playing. All right. Zach Cedino says, he said he doesn't, and their acceptance rate is higher because of this. I've heard him say before, I see properties in the neighborhood are going for X amount. And if they say that's too low, he will say, I'm not saying that's my offer. And then he'll give the novation price. If he does it like Joey, then he goes over this when he's reviewing the contract with them and having them sign the attorney in fact. And so something like, we use partners to fund our deals. And for some, yeah, exactly. So what Zach mentioned is exactly right. So we don't talk about the actual novation process or the MLS until we're contracting to explain the attorney in fact. But I'm not going to do that before we even get to the contracting process, because why make things more complicated than it needs to be? You know what I mean? I just want to keep it simple. Is this the price that you want? Is the price that you want? Okay, bet. And then we keep it moving from there. And then we start drawing up the paperwork. And then while we're reviewing the paperwork, we'll explain everything. It's just so much easier that way. Kiki says, do you ever run into issues once clients have read the contract and read that it will be placed on the MLS? I haven't had any issues with it. And here's why. Because it's framed around the fact that you're going to get everything that you want. You don't have to do anything. I'm going to be working with the realtor, but I'm going to pay for the realtor's fees. We're going to be paying the closing costs for you. You're going to get exactly what you want when you want it. Placing the property on the MLS simply gives me more opportunity to be able to get my my interest in the property paid for, so that you get the money that you want. All right. Mo says, what do you think if we did double closing in a novation deal? So we close on it, then put it on the market like turnkey, but without having the property in a good condition. If we're confident about the numbers, what do you think? Yes, absolutely. So in this case, it wouldn't be a novation, Mo. This would be what we refer to as a wholesale deal. In other words, we raise the capital to buy the property, then we list the property on the MLS, and now you don't have to worry about the novation. Why? Because a novation the word novation literally means replacement. You only need a novation when the buyer for a property is utilizing traditional financing, because VA loans, FHA loans, conventional loans, these government-backed loans, they will not pay out assignment fees, and they will not pay out double closings because of something that's called seasoning. In other words, you have to own a property for a period of time before you can sell it with these traditional financing institutions. So if you're the owner of the property already, there's no need to novate it. You just place it on the MLS. So the answer is yes, you can absolutely do that, and that's a great way to do the business, but it wouldn't be a novation. But yeah, that's a good idea, Mo. All right. Eamon says you'd have to pay closing costs, which eat into your profits. That seems a little too tight already. All right. All right. Let's go. How far did you go out for the comps? Demondre Green Sr. wants to know, how far did I go out for the comps? On this one, let me see. That's a good question. The comp that I was looking at, let's see here. That's a good question. Let me see. The comp that we're looking at, boom, 2517. I'll tell you right now. The comp that we're looking at, the comp that I'm looking at sold. Oh, it was over 6 months ago, so that might be something. But it's the closest comp in the area, and from what we can see, okay. So let's talk about this real quick, because this is actually a good question. Demondre said, "How far did you go out for the comps?" I went back like over 6 months on this particular one. And I know that they say, well, you shouldn't really do that because the market has changed. But look at what's happening in this market. Okay. Within the last year, all right, it's actually increased. It hasn't increased by a lot, but it has increased, right? So this neighborhood has increased. So, I'm not mad with going. That was the only comp that I could find, and it was an actual comp, and it sold on the MLS. So, you know what I mean? Even though ideally we want to be back 90 days, why do we want to go back 90 days and nothing more? Because the market has changed, right? But in this case, it seems like the market's actually increasing. So if we've stayed stagnant and or increased, listen, that's the only comp I could find. So I'm not mad. I'm not mad with utilizing it. You know what I mean? I feel strongly that we would be able to list our property at the price that we said and sell it at the value that we would, right? And then especially like you know, in that amount of time, you know, even with the interest rates and everything, like I feel like everything would be just about the same. All right, boom, boom, boom. Selena Carter says also he said he had properties, so there may be other properties with this guy. You know what? And I'm gonna go back to my, you know, I'm so glad Selena said that, because I'm gonna go back into my notes and I'm gonna put that. He sure did. I should have put that in my notes. Thank you for saying that, Selena. He said he has other properties. I can't believe I missed that. I mean, I didn't miss it, but I didn't put it in my CRM. Thank you for that. Shoot, y'all coming in clutch today, bro. John says, I think it was good, very insightful. I like the takeaway to feel him out. I would have asked him about the tenant, because he obviously he took that into account when he decided to sell. He seemed like he just needed the time to process the info. I would have focused on the result that he wanted and talked more about what he's hoping to accomplish with the sale of his house. Still looks like a good lead. Good feedback. I like that. I like that. I like that. And thank you guys I like the fact that y'all are like really paying attention and offering me feedback. You know what's dope about this, y'all? I think so if he signs that contract on Saturday, that puts us at $155,000 in projected revenue in less than 2 weeks. And we said our goal was to hit $180,000 in 90 days. Bruh, we about to go crazy. We about to go crazy. All right. But here's what I love about this 90-day challenge is, even with all of the successes that we've had up until now, those of you who have been following, y'all know, y'all been seeing me slip up. There's been times when I've underwritten deals wrong, and I've had people in the comment section like, I don't know about those numbers. Like feedback, like the feedback John is giving right here. This is beautiful feedback, and I'm taking that to heart, because I definitely could have talked a little bit more about what he's looking to accomplish. I love it. Beautiful feedback. Thank you for putting that, bro. Demondre says, what happens if it doesn't sell within 30 days of the contract? Oh, Demondre, novation deals, 60 to 90 days, bro. 60 to 90 days. On novation deals, we do not do the 30-day joints. 60 to 90 days. So good question. Very good question. Yep. Christopher says, when doing a novation, does the wholesaler come out of pocket? No, not unless we put EMD. But even if we put EMD, I always put a clause in there that says EMD will be deposited by buyer's funding partner. So I'm not paying it. I'm the king of $10 EMD, bro. PropStream, Luis says PropStream has become an awesome tool for comping. Yeah, it is. It is, especially in disclosure states. Roy Cruz says, what happens if you have a contract with the seller and you can't sell it as an ovation? As a novation? If you can't, then we go back to the seller and let them know. Listen, and what that conversation sounds like is something to the effect of, listen, Mr. Seller, I feel like I have pie on my face. I thought that we could, fund this property, fund this deal on the back end with our funding partners. And the market is speaking to us and saying that we were either overly optimistic about the value of the property, or I didn't consider how much work it would need, or both. And the market's speaking, and I've put this in front of so many of our potential funding partners, and we have a wide network, even online, and nobody's willing to budge, and help us fund this deal. It looks like we wouldn't be able to move forward at this price. Now, I do have good news. We would be able to move forward if you were willing to work with me on the price. But if not, I completely understand. So we approach those calls as if we've already lost the deal, but I'm always going to try to rehash to get a lower price, to see, reverse engineer from whatever offers we did get, to see if we could still make something happen. And we've made a lot of money that way. I love it. Okay, we only got a couple minutes, y'all. I'm gonna see if we can, so that we got a verbal. We're keeping to it. We're keeping to our tradition. getting at least a verbal or a contract on every single deal. So let me talk about this while I'm going into my next lead. I want to make at least 1 or 2 more calls. Let me say this. This speaks to, again, the high quality of the leads that we're calling, y'all. Because even out of the first 4, we called 4 leads thus far and got 1 that's a verbal at 15. Where else can you do this, fam? You tell me. Where else can you do this, bro? I'm trying to tell y'all. If you're calling the highest quality leads, it's going to be a game changer for you. Okay? All right. Let me call one. Let me see if we can make some crack, bro. I'm trying to make some crack, fam. Okay. Okay, y'all ready? Let's see. Oh, snap. It's already 8:32. We can't call anybody on the East Coast. Dang, bro. All right, hold on. I gotta look for a not East Coast deal. All right. All right, here we go. Y'all ready? Let's get to it. All right. Oh, snap. Actually, that one is already good. All right, snap. Bear with me, y'all. Dang, that's an East Coast one. All right, here we go. All right. Here's a West Coast one. We already got a verbal offer, but I just wanna see if we can get one more. All right, so I have a question for y'all. Are y'all ready for this? We have over 180 people live across all platforms. I want to know. You had to choose one. All right, and that is to go blind out of your left eye or to lose your left foot. Which one do you choose? Put it in the comment section. To go blind out of your left eye or you lose your left foot. You have to choose one. Which one would you choose and why? While I call this lead. Dang. Zach Cedino says, drop a freestyle about SVA. Okay, I'm not going to drop a freestyle about SVA, but what I will do, bro, let's put an appropriate song. Close it. Hey, Miss Diana?
Yes.
Hey, this is Aaron. You had spoke to one of my agents some time ago about the property there on McKinley Ave.
Oh, well, it's a bad time right now. I have guests here.
Oh, understood. When's the best time for me to follow up? Dang, she just banged on the kid, bro. All right, all good. I needed to be humbled. I was getting too excited. All right, so I'm going to add this in our CRM. While I'm adding this in the CRM, all right, so let me put, okay, talk to seller. She said it was a bad time and she hung up. We'll add it in. We'll put here to follow up, and we will talk to her tomorrow. Now, the silver lining in that is that even though she hung up on us, she didn't say she wasn't interested. So you're saying it's a chance.
Close it.
What?
Close it. When I close, doors open. Every key I forge golden. I'm key speaker, tour spokesman. End of day, I'm your opponent. I do real estate in the real estates. Commas in every deal I make. Ain't scared of no reflex objection. I get the yeses, my clients, yes man, oh man. All time high, check the numbers, they won't lie. Last year we did 1 million. This year the mills multiply.
Last year we did 1 million. This year the mills multiply. All right, so let's see what everybody says here. All right, and then it looks like we're gonna have to hop off right now because every evening, for those of you that don't know, every evening at 8:50, our family reads together. And full transparency, I have missed the last couple nights, and that is not okay. And I am not gonna miss tonight. So Tayani says, "I'll lose my left foot." Okay, no explanation, but thank you for your feedback. Wilhelmina. Stephen Grant says, "Go blind." Oh, snap. Sierra says, "Pass me the fake foot." That's actually a good point. You could get a fake foot. I guess you can get a fake eye, but you can use a fake foot. Practically, you can't see through a fake eye. Dang, see. Y'all wonder why I'm locked in with CC, bro. She be thinking about stuff. Herman says left foot. Jules says, "Lose my left foot." She's on that CC time for sure. Justin says, "Lose an eye." Dang, you're losing an eye, bro. You'll be walking around looking like a whole pirate, bro. Dang. Selena says left eye. Fam, TLC up in here. Jules says, "Because I can replace it, and only if you know me, you'll know." Oh, dang. Good point. Jules is like speaking from experience. Low key. But yeah, Jules Gomez a whole gangster out here. Y'all don't even know. Luis says, "My foot, because there's a great prosthetic technology nowadays." I like the way y'all think. That's crazy. Like, I wouldn't have even thought about that. That's so crazy. Left foot, they have prosthetics. David Bell says, "Would you rather make another cold call or eat cold food that your woman made for you?" That's actually a really good point, bro. Okay, I get it. You want me to get off of this live, David? Chill, bro. Dopest real estate song in the business. Let's go. You already know the vibes. Zach Cedino says cold call for sure. No, I want to have both. No, let's bring this back up, David Bell. I want both. I want to make another cold call and eat cold food. All right, so Love James Lester said, "What song is that though?" It was Knocking, bro. This is Close It. It was on Entrepreneur Music Part 1. And when we dropped that music project, within a year and a half with no marketing budget, it is over 1 million streams. All right. I love it. All right, y'all. With that said, Jonathan Lopez said, "Elon can hold the tech to make me see again." I love it. Guys, y'all have been absolutely amazing. I've been live now for 1 hour and 38 minutes. And again, true to tradition, out of the 5-6 calls that I made, we have gotten a verbal agreement that we verified, double and triple verified, that the gentleman is ready to move forward with the purchase agreement. We're going to draw that up. It looks like a $15,000 deal. Of course, we're not celebrating until he contracts it. But if he does, and when he does, all right, I'm speaking it into existence, that will put us at $155,000 in projected revenue in less than 2 weeks. Let's do the numbers on that real quick. We got a 90-day challenge where our objective is to do $180,000 in 90 days. If we do 155 in less than 2 weeks, bruh, that puts us at 86% of our goal in less than 2 weeks. Y'all know we going crazy. And that is the value of calling the highest quality leads in the game. So if you guys are not home yet, please drive safe so that you make it home safely. And love on your loved ones, because you're not promised tomorrow. And yeah, in this world, you don't have forever for sure. And make sure you brush your teeth today. And for goodness sakes, don't slap nobody. Until next time, let's get it.
We made it, that's facts, ayy. We the greatest, that's facts, ayy. Prices raising, that's facts, ayy. That's right. But we paid it, that's facts, ayy. I did. They hate it, that's facts, ayy. Cause we changing, that's facts, ayy. We did. Can't blame them, that's facts, ayy. Cause we made it, that's facts, ayy. Cherry on top, that's a goat, yeah. Where you been, I wanna know, yeah. Greatest story ever told, yeah. Greatest story ever told, yeah. I know you wanna look up for this. Baby, let me turn you up a bit. You said you made it through hell and back. Give me the scoop, baby, tell the facts. Don't be shy.